SCP-996, Object Class Euclid. SCP-996 is a sheet of sheer gray fabric. Under no stress, it takes the shape of a circle with a 0.5 meter diameter. The fabric seems to be infinitely elastic, as it will stretch under small amounts of force and large amounts fail to rupture it. Attempts to puncture SCP-996 result in it deforming around the puncture implement. Shear forces will cause elastic deformation, but do not tear the material. Thus, SCP-996 seems to be topologically ideal. SCP-996 has a thickness, volume, and mass of 0. The fabric can intersect itself. When folded, the two halves pass through one another. Microscopes show images similar to the macroscopic sheet. No additional detail is revealed. Despite an infinitely thin thickness, the material is not sharp and bends harmlessly at a touch. Experiment Log 996-MKF. Date. Procedure: SCP-996 given a D-Class. D-Class instructed to interact with the fabric as he wished. Results: D-Class experimented with SCP-996, quickly discovering the self-intersection property. Repeated folding, stretching, and manipulation resulted in a tangle around D-Class's hands. D-Class attempted to remove hands and was successful, then pulled on two edges of SCP-996 to straighten it. SCP-996 seemed to have manifested a distorted knot in the fabric, and despite self-intersection properties, would not come undone. D-Class examined the knot, but could not discern its structure. D-Class generated 3 more knots through similar procedures. D-Class attempted to undo the knots by hand, but only succeeded in tangling the fabric once more. After much poorly understood interaction, believed to be an area of negative volume, D-Class extracted hands successfully but claimed that it gave him a headache. Subject reached into area of negative volume and removed SCP-996. Area reverted to normal. Footage is being studied to understand the spatial anomaly. D-Class instructed to continue interaction. Another knot was quickly generated, followed by a complex fold that joined 2 knots. Pulling on the sides revealed that a tube had formed between 2 points in the fabric, defying current understanding of topology. D-Class inserted a hand into the tube and became tangled again. D-Class requested assistance. Dr. arrived and extricated D-Class's arm. Arm ended at the wrist. Palm and fingers are absent. SCP-996 reverted to regular shape, lacking knots. Test Log Addendum. D-Class terminated on schedule. After several more tests, 1 well-preserved hand was retrieved from an area of negative volume. DNA tests confirmed that it belonged to the terminated D-Class. Note: we still don't know how to recreate any of the impossible knots or phenomena. Further testing will be more controlled. Until then, no one is allowed to touch it. Dr. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-996 is to be stretched to a 1 meter by 1 meter square sheet. It is held in place by 4 clamps on the corners and mounted on a frame. The assembly is locked in storage under standard security.